Metal Torso Gaming.
Well, there I go. Always forget to put my mic back on. It's Saturday. I decided to finish up my 7800 games. Let me turn this off. I have the sound on my YouTube. Hey, Lone, how's it going? But yeah, I've got a few games left here on the 7800, so I figured I'd go ahead and knock them out. Because what I got going on is either I'll play some of my TurboGrafx 16 Mini, or Monday I have the stuff coming in for my Dreamcast, which will give me basically the all the library with the Dreamcast. So I'll have a pick of them two or whatever to do. My 2600 library is probably, I think it's about 50 carts, somewhere around there, 50 or 60 carts. My 7800 library is probably about 20 carts. Both of them I had the 7800 I never had. The 2600 I had as a kid, and I kept it for the longest time and then got rid of it. So I had to repurchase everything when the 2600 Plus came out. And what I went for was, instead of a full collection, which some people do, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in what I enjoyed as a kid and having that back. You know, the ones that I had and grew up with. So that's what I've been doing, is purchasing, and which I pretty much got a lot of them. There's only a few I'm missing. Galaxians is one of them that comes to mind. And there was some Activision that I had that I don't have, and iMagic, and I do have Demon Attack, but there's a couple other ones. So something, something like that. But I also too, I'll collect some of the newer ones if they're worth it. If it just depends on what they come out. And I am interested in also probably purchasing some of the Champ Game ones, because they're pretty good. So that all depends. But yeah, I'm not going to just pick up stuff just to have it. I want the stuff that I want to have. So, it's my collection. So it should be stuff that I like. And hopefully you like them too. I mean, I think most of these are, popular, titles that other people own. So I don't think I'm, that far off on collecting just basically what I want to collect. But anyways, I've got a few of the games today. I've got Asteroids Deluxe, because I forgot that I didn't play that yesterday. I was playing that before the stream started. Hey, Casey, how's it going? So you guys didn't get to see that, of course. I have Pole Position 2. I have Galaga. And I got Robotron, and I've got Donkey Kong Jr. Which should make this interesting is I suck at Galaga on the 7800. I could play the arcade version pretty good. I can't play the 7800 version very good. Same thing with Robotron. Robotron has a different fire mechanism. It's not a twin stick shooter, like it was in the arcade. It's using the thing. You got to be pointing in a direction. It kind of makes it rougher. So the Donkey Kong Jr. Is not bad. Of course, it's a 7800 version of it, but I mean it's not bad. And the Asteroid Deluxe is a homebrew title that Atari picked up once they went to the 2600, and they sell it, under their banner now. But it's way better than the Asteroids that was done for the 2600, or Oh, you haven't tried the 7800 version of Galaga? The only thing about it, Casey, is I mean, it looks like Galaga plays as it, but it's to me it's slower. If you know, in a way, it's definitely off. It's not as peppy as the arcade version, so it makes it a little harder to play. And I get murdered in it. You'll see once I start playing it. It's a game that beats the crap out of me. But I want to get better at it. It's just that it's frustrating for me because I was at least halfway decent at the arcade version. I used to play that all the time, and I could get pretty good high scores on it. But yeah, no, not this version. it's horrible. All right, let's see. We'll get that called up. Let me switch these screens here. Sorry, I'll be flipping around here. I got to come up with a better way of switching here, but unfortunately, this is where we're at right now. Okay. I kind of have this set up half-ass. One, I never really streamed before, so using this OBS is kind of new to me. I'm figuring stuff out. But yeah, setting up the transitions and that I got to get a little bit better at, because the one thing I learned is when I go from that big screen with my camera to this screen, it doesn't show my camera right away because you have to activate it basically, and it deactivates it on the other screen. I thought I set it up to automatically do that, but you can see apparently I didn't. So that was that's a learning curve. All right, I'm going to fire up Donkey Kong Jr. first. I'm going to go ahead and play with the Atari stick because I can use that on this one. I'm pretty sure I could use it on Galaga. Asteroids, I know I can use it on. Robotron, I'm not sure. I think I can because of the way it operates. And let me turn the volume down a little bit on that. Is that doing anything? Oh, I was turning the wrong one. My bad. There we go. Get that a little bit. How's that sound for you guys? That pretty good? You can hear it now? All right. All right, thanks, Casey. Whoop. Here comes the red one. Easy enough. Now the screen, it always gets me. Yeah, especially when I do that right there. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, I keep hitting a button wrong. Try to get the high jump off of it, but that didn't work. Ah, heck. We'll just go the long way. Uh-oh. Hit my nose. Now, see, that's the thing is I don't think the hit detection's like the arcade, because I don't think it's that touchy when you're by that where that egg's at. It's also been a long time since I've played the arcade, so... Come on there, Donkey Kong Jr. Grab your thing. You gotta be a little careful with that egg. I got past second screen. Oop. Oh, jeez. I thought I could outrun them and jump, but made a mistake. Oh, there's my game already over. We'll go ahead and play it through it again. Oh, jeez, I actually fell too far. I don't think I've ever done that there. At least I can recall. Oh, didn't make it. I forgot about you hitting your head. That was terrible too. Jeez, I done it again. Well, I guess we'll be playing it one more time. That's what happens when you don't play games for a while. Oh, no. Oh. Got scared there for a minute. I forgot that it hits that platform. Well, you ain't getting that there here, Casey. There might be another channel you can get that expert gameplay. You ain't getting it here. Alright, there we go. Well, even Mario Kart, I can play it good, but problem is now that everybody else can play good too, so. I have my moments sometimes on it, but it's kind of rough because everybody's pretty good. And then when we play the younger guys, you might as well just forget about it. Oh, jeez. I seen that thing falling, but I guess I didn't realize it was a spark. Wasn't paying attention. It is. Luck has a lot to do with it. Oh, geez, I was too far out. Ah, oh, man. That was horrible. They should have like a run like hell button for Donkey Kong Jr. I gotta pay attention to these guys. Okay, I'm gonna make it. I probably shouldn't have said that because that's how you get killed. Get too, Oh, geez, right there. I didn't pay attention to him sending the blue guy out. All right. Well, there you go. Well, I think this only has his 3 screens anyway, so you did get to see the 3 screens. Well, you know what? I can't even remember. Does Junior have 4 screens like the regular one? I'm not sure. All right, let's do Robotron. And get my, you watch me get my ass kicked on this. I don't think I've played it with the stick yet. Ooh. Oh, I'm over at the edge. Yeah, I find this hard as hell to do this shooting where I'm aiming, you know, what direction I'm walking at. Uh-oh, I should have shot them things. You don't want these things running around. Okay, I lost myself. One of the things I got to do is... Okay. Yeah, them guys will come flying at you. All right. So you wanna get them out of the way so they don't come zero in on you. Yeah, that's what I think too, Lone. Ah. Ah, geez, they got me. Well, that made the battle at least a little bit easier. Well, not too much easier. Like I said, it's kind of a pain in the ass that you have to be pointed in the direction it shoots at. And if you just stand here, you ain't shooting at all. You know, so. Uh-oh. The brains got me. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, the key screen. I forgot about it. Yeah, I actually like the um, I like the key screen. That's one of my favorite screens on it. All right, let's see. We're gonna go down to novice because if you haven't noticed, that's what I am. Well, I got to get up there and get that damn thing before it. Uh-oh. Got to get up there and get Junior. Uh-oh. Oh, hell. Worrying about saving the family. Got me killed. Uh-oh, did one get through? Yep. Damn it. Oh. Yeah, and you're not firing as fast as you are in the arcade, too, which sucks. I was trying to go in there, guns a-blazing. Yep. Man, I really need 2 sticks for this thing. I bet you if you could do 2 sticks, it'd be great. But if there's a way to do it, I don't know what it is. All right. Now we'll go from one embarrassment to another. Play Galaga. I think I got higher on it though because of the stick. I think with the 7800 controller, I don't get it up as high. Oh, something going on there. Don't like that. Well, I think I had the cartridge in all the way. Level 1 advance. No. No. Okay, we want that. Level 1 novice. That's what we are. Yeah, see, it's just, to me, it plays slower, definitely slower than the arcade. Even the firing is different. It's a shame because a lot of ports, even though, I mean, you know, they're not exactly arcade, the gameplay still is pretty close. And this, I mean, this one is, I ain't going to say it's horrible. I mean, the gameplay is still kind of there. It's just that there's some things some things I notice are different than the arcade. Oh, right into it. Do, do, do. It's a terrible position to be at with just 2 guys left. Ooh. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but too late. I think he's going to be stubborn and not come down, so I might as well get rid of him. Like to have 2 ships when I get to the challenge stage, but you know what you're going to do. Oh, jeez. Terrible setup. Oh. I usually have 2 ships when I come into challenge stage. Having just 1 throws me off. Let's see if we can get our ship grabbed on this one. As long as we don't get us killed. Oop. Oh, well that ruined it. Unless we get to 20,000 and get a free ship. Or is it 30,000? I mean, we can hop a ride, but we ain't gonna like it. Yeah, it's 30,000 for a free ship. Ooh. Oh, that was terrible. All right, let's do that again. Number of hits, 38%. Woo, boy. Talk about accuracy. Alright. Alright, you guys go away and let the guys come down and try to pick me up. There we go. Next one should come down to take me home. There he comes. Now the next thing to do is try not to shoot your ship, which is always kind of sucky. Oop. There we go. See, we should be firing like crazy with these two ships, but as you can see, it's not firing like it does in the arcade. Oh, we do something stupid like that. And actually, for this version, that's very common for me to do that. It doesn't take me long to get my second ship blown up. It makes me sad every time. All right, come on down here. I don't know if he'll pick me up even on his second trip down or what. We'll see. All right. There he comes. Oh, yeah, I guess he will. Alright. Oh, yeah, I almost shot him. Well, not my ship, but I almost shot him while he was up there, and then my ship would have became an enemy ship. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, now we got another ship again. Let's see how long it... Oh, we got the challenge screen. Oh, terrible. Oh, God, it's horrible. Hey, Guitar, how you doing, bud? Yeah, Casey stops in occasionally. He definitely supports everybody. No, jeez, I knew that was going to happen. That was terrible. Oop. Ah, missed it. Jesus. My aiming's off. He's probably getting tired of me missing. He was trying to make it easy. It's not a bad port, but the thing is the shooting is off Guitar. It's not like the arcade. I have a hell of a time with it because of the shooting. It's a little slow in that area. This is one of them games where, like, if you weren't familiar with the arcade, you'd have no problem with this because it's, like you said, it's a pretty good port. But if you're used to the arcade, it just kind of messes you up. And that's the thing too, is the differences are subtle. They're not glaring. It's just enough that, you know, with the way the arcade game flows, it just kind of messes you up. I just have to play it more to get used to this version of it. Had a feeling I was going to get nailed right there. Oh, that right into the shot. All right, let's move on to, I guess we'll go to pole position 2. I picked this game up because I always did like pole position. Yeah, exactly, Guitar. That's exactly right. If this is all you had, it's a great time. And even like I said, once I get used to it more, I'm sure I'll still enjoy it because it's still Galaga, you know, per se. It's just that getting used to the way it plays compared to the arcade. Once I get that down, I should be all right. Let's see. Let's go to Fuji. At the downshift there, and I forgot. Oh, still hit that guy. Downshifted and still messed up. We got 8th position. At least we're still in a race. Just had to get away from the pack. Oh, well, that was terrible. That was a downshift moment right there. Oh, terrible. That's what happens when you wreck. Let's give it another go on it. We'll stick with Fuji. do amazing on test track. I think anybody does. I came in fourth. That was better than 8. I always wonder why they have other people on the test track testing at the same time you are, qualifying. Not like you don't have enough crap to look on your own without having somebody else on the track with you. Oh, still went off the track. That's going to hurt. Ah, at least we made it. I had my doubts. Should have left off the gas. Try to push it. Yeah, I doubt if we're definitely going to make it this time. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's get one more race out of this. Either one of these tracks suck, but I like this one because it has the amusement park in the background. This is a windy bastard, though. I always got to watch it on this one because I down shift all the time. Oh, hey Jeff, how you doing? I seen Guitar talking to you there for a minute, and I was like, well, I don't see Jeff. There he is. And I see you now. Game over. Yeah, like you said, that the two bottom tracks, the Suzuka and Seaside, I don't play as much because them ones are pretty difficult. I like how I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm pointing at them. Like you can see where I'm pointing at. All right, let's go from there to Asteroids Deluxe. Like I said, you seen this yesterday, but I forgot to play it. I was playing it before I did the stream. Now, we can use the regular stick for this one, I'm gonna just try the. I'm gonna try the stick, or I can use the 2-button 7800. But I'm not going to because I'm not. I don't usually use the shield anyways. I usually just fly around and shoot crap. So we'll just try it that way at first. Now this game is good. Of course, yeah. I mean, you're trying to copy the Vectrex graphics, and it's kind of hard to do on the 7800. But this does a pretty good job of it. Now the only thing is like it plays pretty good compared to the arcade. The only thing I don't like is the thrust. But if I'm not mistaken, maybe the thrust was just as bad on Asteroid Deluxe as well. It gets you more out of control than like regular Asteroids did. Doesn't take you long to, man, all of a sudden you're blazing through here. But yeah, everything else, it feels like the arcade game. And like I said, hell, the thrust might be just like the arcade game, but it's been a while since I played it. I used to like playing this game in the arcade, but yeah, it wasn't until I was reading up on it. It wasn't a big seller for Atari. Uh-oh. I was thinking I was playing Asteroids. I hit up to try to hyperspace. Now, see there, and the shields might have helped me in a couple of times. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to remember how this trick worked on this one. So we're gonna try it. I can't remember if it's reset and then I hold the select button, or we'll see here in a minute. Okay, well that didn't do it. Or if it's turning it on, holding select, and then holding it for a couple minutes. See if that works. It's one or the other. There's two games on the 7800 to do this. It's not that one either. Or is it maybe the pause and select? We'll see. We'll do that, and then we'll hit select. Probably isn't that either, but one player. Well, it's not even starting up. Oh, I see what it is. Sometimes this happens. I just gotta restart it. It'll do that, and the stick won't work. You have to reset it when you're trying to do the code. But like I say, I mean, you can find it if you look it up, but I know it's something with the select and the, but I can't remember if it's start and then select for a couple minutes. There's two of them that do it, and I get mixed up in between the two when I'm using them. But yeah, if you do it right, you can play the regular Asteroids on this one, and then on Berserk. Well, I got Frenzy, and if you have Frenzy and you do it, you could play the original Berserk. Oop. All right, wait a minute. What are you saying here, Jeff? Insert the cart, turn on the console, and press hold. Press the pause button. Okay, let's try that. All right. So this one, it's actually the pause on this. Maybe it's the pause on the other one, too. Well, if AI said it, Jeff, you know it's true. Yeah, there you go. And it's asteroids. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. And here we got good old asteroids. Yeah, that's what my problem was. Is I was mixing my pause button and my select button up. Yeah, and that's I mean, for duplicating a vector, vector graphics on this console, they didn't do a bad job at all. Didn't reach far enough. Oh, that was dumb. You got to move around a little bit, somewhat. Sitting in the middle's makes you a sitting duck. I remember playing, I think I was talking about the other day. I play Asteroids in the arcade. I remember putting my quarter on the machine, waiting until my turn, and then, man, I'd be able to play forever. I finally would get off, just because you didn't want to hold the game up, but, you play long enough to flex, to let everybody know that you know how to play Asteroids really good, and then you let them go. Now, there was some a-holes that always would just stay on the machine the whole day. That's what was good about games like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. They had kill screens, so Basically, somebody couldn't sit there and freaking hog the machine all day. You can still go quite a bit, though, on Donkey Kong. I was never good enough to get up to a kill screen on it. I've seen his kill screen. I didn't get as sighted as they did in, what was it, the Kong, God, I can't remember the name of that documentary. King of Kong. I thought the one guy was going to have his first sexual experience the way he was acting when he was talking about the kill screen. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. You know, that's the thing is you had to be cool about it. I mean, you know, like I would put a quarter up. You know, I wasn't one that would lay a bunch of quarters across or nothing like that. You know, it just for the fact that I knew other people were waiting to play just like I was. So, but yeah, there was always somebody, you know, that would just, you know, jam a roll of quarters up there, or as I said on the Asteroids, they would just keep playing all day long. And it's like, yeah, I would play, you know, mostly I'd play for maybe an hour. And that was, and, you know, at that age, that was just more to flex, you know, that, hey, I look how good I am, you know, but, I don't know why, because it's not like chicks walked by and seen how good I was on Asteroids. It was like, oh man, I got to get with that guy. That guy has it all going on. But, you know, just, yeah, but there was always that one guys that would just hog everything and just didn't give a crap, you know, because that's, you know, yeah, the little guy that got real excited, Jeff, he was, yeah, it was definitely, you could say, virgin when you seen him. But yeah, I just, you know, like I said, I love playing games, and I didn't want to hog it or nothing, you know, for everybody else. And mostly because I didn't want it done to me either. But there was just some people that was just the way they were. Yeah, because like I said, I don't know how your guys' arcades were. But yeah, at the time, it's like usually an arcade started up, and sometimes they were just smaller ones, you know. So you had one of each game usually, and, you know, and so if people were, you know, hogging it, it just sucked. You know, then, you know, as they got bigger, there might be a couple of machines of Asteroids or Space Invaders or whatever. But, you know, still, it's like, you know, come on, you know other people are in there for the same thing. Yeah, the only game I used to do really multiple quarters all the time was Gauntlet. But, you know, Gauntlet, even when you're feeding it, you only let, you know, go so far. It doesn't take you forever to play it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, was a lunar lander like that too? I think you can feed it by putting more quarters in it. Keep your game going. More quarters you put in, more fuel you had. I can't remember if that's exactly true on that one. But like, you know, it said Gauntlet was definitely that way. That's how you got your hit points up higher, was feed a bunch of quarters into it. That's one thing I never did check. I don't know if, I don't think it does, but I don't think the 7800 had a version of Gauntlet. That might have been afterwards. Plus, I don't know how good it would have been. Because I was, getting all that Dreamcast games. I was thinking, oh crap, I'll be able to play Gauntlet, and I keep forgetting it's not Gauntlet I would be playing. I think, though, I mean, it might have a version of Gauntlet on it on one of the. I know it has the Atari collection and all that stuff, but I know the only Gauntlet it has is Gauntlet Legends, which is the 3D version of Gauntlet. Which I don't mind, but it's not Gauntlet. Come to think of it, I wonder why Atari doesn't have Gauntlet on the 70th collection on the arcades. Most likely because they don't own the rights to it anymore. Or wait a minute, or did Atari own the collection? Am I thinking correct? Gauntlet. Yeah, Gauntlet was Atari. But Gauntlet Legends seems to me was made by Midway. It's tough when you get older. Can't remember stuff as good. Especially what was tough with Atari with arcade games is there were so many Atari arcade games, but they were by other developers, just that Atari distributed them, and because they had a pretty good size arcade division, and so sometimes you would see games and think, oh, well, that was Atari. Well, yeah, it was Atari distributed it here, but the actual owner of the rights was somebody else. And Dig Dug's a prime example. Dig Dug's Namco, but yeah, I do too. Guitar. That's one of my favorite versions on here is Dark Chambers. I like that one. I played that. Did I play that yesterday? I think I played it yesterday. But, well, what time is it? Yeah, you know what, for shits and giggles, we'll go ahead and snap that back in again. Because I do like that one as well. Let's see. Dark Chambers, there it is. I got a crate with a bunch of carts in it. Let's look for. We'll just do standard on this. Jeez, that's getting pounded. All right. about to get killed. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. So one thing I miss is the gauntlet with the Alpha's about to die. Oh, I was just sitting there thinking of something. I can't use the bomb because I'm using the stick instead of the... Oh, well, I got killed anyways. Let me switch to the stick, the 2-button controller. Because, yeah, I can't use the bombs with the stick. I don't even know. I got to check. Yeah, I don't know how I got through it. I like to say it was a lot of skill involved, but... All right, there we go. But if Jeff, they do die hitting into you too. I mean, of course you want to shoot them with the projectiles, but yeah, you could kill them. Oh, didn't mean to shoot that, but. As I said, it's one of the things you got to get used to too from Gauntlet is like, there's no potions in this. That's just the wizard's house. So and these you don't want to touch because they'll instantly kill you. And they look kind of like the transporter pads from original Gauntlet. Well, I shouldn't say original. This was the original game. Let's see. Let's go down here and get the hell out of here. Food. They're pretty good. The controls are pretty decent. I mean, it just doesn't take much to fire the direction you want to fire in. As you can see, you can fire pretty decently. It just depends. Like if you're firing farther, of course, it takes a little bit more. But if you're up close, you can pretty much rapid fire it. But yeah, overall, it's not bad. That's the other thing I forget sometimes in here. I see a heart and I go to get it, but actually, all the heart does is open up that stairwell. And when it has that glowing ring around it, it just basically a bunch of monsters come out of it. The only thing you get any help from is the food. Now, I think there's 27 or 28 levels to this game, if I'm not mistaken, from what I read. I just wanted to emphasize I read because I didn't want you thinking I got 27 or 28 levels because I haven't. Yep, died. I should hit the bomb. So, there you go. That's figured I'd play that since Guitar Hero said that Guitar Geo said that was one he liked as well. Because I like it. I like it. I think it's a good game. Let's see. Let's go out of here and. Deactivate and then that one. There we go. I knew I'd get it sooner or later. Anyways, that's the remaining games that I have. I think we pretty much went through the set, because like I said, I've got 18 or 20 or something like that of the 7500. I don't have a lot in the sense that I said it before, but I've never owned a 7800. So this is, me picking up ones as I go along. I found some homebrews on Atari Age I want to pick up. I've got to go through and remember exactly which ones there are because I don't want a complete collection. I just want ones I'm interested in. So that's what I've got. Because I've always, I guess, being a big arcade person, I always loved arcade ports. So them are definitely always ones I go through for. And that's even like with the 2600, my games are a lot of arcade ports. And like I said, the 2600 collection is bigger than the 7800 collection, but it's also big with games that I played as a kid. Not the extras. I don't give a crap about any of the other games that I never really played when I was a kid. So I'll pick up some here and there for that. And 7800 games, especially for certain games, are cheap anyways. Because I was thinking, I want to get Dodgem because even though that's not a great game, but I had it as a kid. I played it a lot. But actually, it's on. I think it's on that 10 game cartridge they give you with the 2600 plus. I think that's already on there because that's how I actually ended up with like Yar's Revenge was on there. I think I don't know if I don't think Warlords is on there. I can't remember. There's 10 games. I think 3 of them were ones that I really liked, and some of the other ones I played. I also got the paddle controller, and that came with 4 games. So I have that one as well. And that's one I want to get is Circus Atari. I don't know if I'm going to get the original Circus Atari or the revamped one they have on the Atari store. That's it's supposedly it's the same thing but a little bit better. So I have to see more about it to see if to make that choice because I used to love playing Circus Atari all the time. It was just a simple game back and forth with teeter totter and making your guy, but it's way better with the paddle than trying to operate with just a stick. So, and, but yeah, so that, and then, like I said, I got, Monday should be, getting, that Dreamcast, GD, EMU that I picked up. That'll give me a lot of options too, because I only have a few Dreamcast games, and they're hard to find, especially finding condition that can be playable, and also they can be pricey. So to even get, I wouldn't want a full collection of Dreamcast games, but to get the ones that I like playing, it would have been hard. It would have been expensive. So this way, I get them off the bat, and I don't have to worry about it. And but I'll be playing them on the Dreamcast itself. So, but yeah, I think so, Jeff. I think I'm really looking forward to that because Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems when it came out. I had it for a long time, enjoyed the hell out of it, and Lone, from what they said, it's there's no tools and there's no soldering. Now I'm not sure if I might have made a mistake on the no tools. Maybe there is something for that, but my understanding is it's super easy to do. It just takes place of the GD-ROM drive, and supposedly you take that out, you slip this right in, and bingo bango is done. People that described it say it's really easy to do, and they didn't have any problems with it. The one that I sent a link to Jeff on, it's I think $113. And that'll be great because I like to pick up some of the Japanese ROMs, because there's always a difference between the American version, the Japanese version, what gets released, and even sometimes the European version. So, I'll tell you, Lona, I'll send you a link to it in Discord, because, like I said, I sent one to Jeff in Discord, so I'll send it. I'll send it to you. But yeah, it's like I said, it's $113. I think it's 2 days shipping on it. At the time I got it, there was 20 left. Jeff got one, so I got one, so there's 18 left, unless some other people picked it up since then. But it's relatively cheap. There's other ones too, and so it's like I guess quite a few people make them, and they always have good reviews. So it's like it must be something they can do pretty easily. Cosmic Smash. I don't know if I know that one. Is that a good game or is it a bad game? Oh, and remember I was trying to think of that driving game. It's Tokyo Extreme. I think there was two of them. I think there was Tokyo Extreme 1 and, Tokyo Extreme and then the Tokyo Extreme 2. But them were, at the time, they're not, they were pretty, the graphics were pretty good. I would say they were probably Dreamcast versions of Gran Turismo or Xbox's Forza. Not exactly, but I mean, just, with the graphics wise, they were pretty good graphics for what the Dreamcast could handle. Oh, okay, racquetball game. Oh, I'm in. Pong, racquetball. You get me pretty close to them, I'll be happy. That's why it's not racquetball, but what I look forward to is the Mario Tennis. I used to like playing that on the Virtual Boy when I'd rent it from Blockbuster. But because I think they had tennis, they had the Wario game, and Red something, Red Dawn, Red Zone, or something like that. But that one was pretty cool. Yeah, I have to check it out. That's a thing is man, Japanese. I love some Japanese games, so because Japanese are the things that they enjoy are are kind of cool to me because they're not like unlike they're unlike American games, and they're very Japanese centric. So that's it. Lone Red Alarm. That's the game. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Ah, what on Steam or on the Quest? Because I got that one racquetball game that's a pinball machine. I think I showed it too because they added another machine in, so now there's another machine to play on it. That's the thing is that's an early access game, so they're adding to it. I just wish I could play my damn VR and stream it, but until they fix that problem they got with YouTube, I just don't have any chat, and these old eyes aren't good at peeking underneath that damn visor and looking at my phone. I actually should read reading glasses when if I read too much on my phone, but it's kind of hard to do VR where I got to wear glasses and then put on a pair of reading glasses. Yeah, that's around here. I'm sure there's more. I mean, I have a few. We have a place called Duck Duck Games. That guy's pretty good on getting some unusual games and stuff like that. Some imports and that. And then we got was it Game Surge? I think Game Surge is it might be a chain. Well, I know it's a chain, but I mean it might be a chain that even stretches out towards your area. But they get quite a few. They have quite a bit of a collection of games too, and they get some imports in that, but not gigantic. I don't think we have. We don't have anything like a Pink Gorilla. That what's his name? Metal Jesus. Gosh, I can't remember her name. Starts with Kendra. Something like that. Starts with a K. But she runs that, or she's partnering with Pink Gorilla. He goes to that store once in a while, and she's always got some really cool crap there. She's got a lot of imports in that, which is pretty slick. I know they even just opened up one in Las Vegas, but I think they're based out of Seattle. But like I know California has a hell of a lot of cool retro stores that get a lot of imports and stuff like that. Even for because they're good on retro and newer games. Kelsey, yeah, Kelsey is she part with Pink Gorilla. I know they do online and that, but like it's hard to look through their online shit. I think they got an eBay store. It'd probably be better, but I never really checked it out. Because like I said, I know they get a lot of good stuff in, and a lot of people go to them. Oh, do you go to them, Lone? Like I said, they seem like a pretty cool store. You like going? Did they have a good selection there? Or? I keep forgetting Lone lives out there in Seattle. At least I would think St. Louis would be better area too for retro gaming compared to Akron. Akron's just not. We're all right size, but we're not huge by any stretch. We I guess it'd probably go up to Cleveland, but Cleveland sucks. I don't go up there for anything. Yeah, I imagine. I always thought it would be too low. And I figured I'd go there and I could drop coins in there easily. Um, that's the thing is well, even like that place I was talking about, our Duck Duck Games. Yeah, I went in there and I was like, I think there was like two things I wanted to get. Next thing I know, I had two bags of cartridges and that because I was like, oh geez, let me get that, let me get that, let me get it. And that's where I got some 2600 boxed ones that were in great shape. Which it's hard with the 2600 being as old as it is finding the carts in great shapes or anything. I mean, you can find them decent, but to find them, mint almost is crazy. Um, oh, the 2000s, yeah, yeah, that sucks. Whenever because that's bet that might be around the time frame ours was better too, because there was a lot of independent stores around here in the 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it's not going to be as big as most places, but it was pretty decent for what it is. Now it's just a couple of places here and there. Nothing major. Like I said, I don't know what the hell Cleveland has, because Cleveland I don't go to. The only thing I went to Cleveland for is when I went to the Cleveland Clinic with my medical shit. But that's just because they're rated one of the best places. I wouldn't win any up there only if it wasn't for that. Cleveland Clinic's also here in Akron, but the main campus is up in Cleveland. And there's Columbus too, but I don't get down to Columbus a lot. Columbus has everything, and being it's a college town with Ohio State there. Restaurants, everything you can think of is down in Columbus. It's an epicenter for that kind of stuff, and it's because of the college kids. There's a crap load of college kids around there. Hence the reason why I think the Horseshoe Stadium. What the hell is that thing fit? 100-some-thousand people, or I know it's 80,000 or above. I think it's up to 100. I can't remember. But, I mean, that place goes nuts whenever Ohio State's playing football. And, so just the insurgence of people around Ohio going there, it makes it an epicenter for this state. Cincinnati's another bigger city, but, I ain't going to drive, 4 hours to go down to Cincinnati because, Cincinnati to me is not, I really don't care about. That's, but we don't have any, places like, definitely the size of, well, I don't know, Cleveland, St. Louis. I don't know how comparable they are. I would take it St. Louis has got to be bigger than Cleveland. By how much, I don't know. We got Detroit that I can go, it's only 100. Detroit's 140 miles from here, maybe a little bit more than that. But who the hell wants to go to Detroit? I know Chuck lives there. Yeah, I'm sure he loves Detroit, but and Detroit's not as bad as it used to be. Don't get me wrong. Detroit used to be really bad, but they've cleaned it up quite a bit. There's Pittsburgh. That's 100 and some miles away. You don't even have to drive down that far. Columbus has Skyline Chili. It migrated up to. And I think it's even further up than that in some places, but I don't go. Skyline Chili is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's a spaghetti with chili, so that's weird to me. So I don't really eat it. I'd rather go over to Toledo. They have Tony Packo's. Tony Packo's delicious. So if I want to go anywhere for something good, I go for Tony Packo's to Toledo. I'm not going to walk around Toledo at nighttime, but I'll go there for some Tony Packo's. And then, of course, Jeff knows Akron's got Arthur Treachers. So, yeah, that is weird, Jeff. I wonder why they don't do that. Because it's like St. Louis, especially where it's located at. Well, don't they call is St. Louis known as the Gateway City, or is that something else? But I mean, in a sense, it would be because of its location. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Cheese always makes everything taste better. You like? We have a pizza place around here. It's called Luigi's, and Luigi's has been here forever. It's a staple of Akron, and it's always got line. It doesn't, no matter what time of goddamn day you go there, there's a line out there to get into the place, and it's not huge, but it's a Italian restaurant with pizza. They do the pizza in that. But one of their things that everybody raves about is you get their salad, and they put about 2 pounds of mozzarella on it. I mean, shredded mozzarella. Just a crap load of it is on there. You can't. You got to dig through the cheese to get into your salad, and that's what everybody raves about. Oh man, I love that salad. Now I love cheese, but on my salad, I don't want to go crazy on it. I like to taste the stuff in the salad, not just cheese. So I'm not a big fan of how much cheese they pile on it. I love cheesy pizza. I love a lot of cheese on that Skyline pizza. I mean, chili, stuff like that. But yeah, not on my salad. Don't be piling a bunch of crap on there. Because I put a lot of stuff on my salad. Especially an antipasta salad is what it is, and there's a lot of stuff I want to taste in it. So, but yeah, we got so that's a big thing here. Like I said, Arthur Treacher's is big. Brown Derby's around here, which for us old timers, we remember Brown Derby. Then we got a Ponderosa down in Columbus. That's what I mean. Columbus got everything, and a good Ponderosa. So, not like a crappy leftover Ponderosa just barely hanging on. It's supposed to be really good. And I think there's one over in Pennsylvania too that's supposed to be highly rated. So, and that's not too far from me. I think it's Bedford, PA. But and then I told Jeff there's a freaking Burger Chef. Guy has a Burger Chef. It's not called Burger Chef now. I think it's just called the Chef. But he operates it just they still use the same ingredients, the same supplies, everything that Burger Chef used. The only thing is when Hardee's bought him, they wouldn't let him keep the Burger Chef name, and they couldn't call the anything on the menu the same things that Burger Chef did. So, but they let him operate it just like they did a Burger Chef, and there was a few of them, I guess, that did, and he's one of the last outstanding people to do it. Yeah, yeah, and well, as I said, there's other stuff too, Jeff. There's Columbus has got one of the other things they got too is I don't know if you ever had it, Uno Pizza, Uno Pizza and Grill. Their deep dish pizza, it's like it's made on a biscuit crust. I don't know how to explain it, but the damn thing is delicious. That's the only place I know to get it around here is there in Columbus. And then they have this German restaurant down there that the damn thing has like 28, 29 different varieties of sausages, wieners, German wieners. So Wienerwurst, all that crap. It's if you like it down there, and then toppings on it, and done the German way or whatever. But I mean, also their German food's good, and that's up here. We got a German restaurant up here that's really good. It's expensive. They used to. I think now they take cards. They used to only just take cash at it. But yeah, before it was like you'd go up there and you forget, and you'd have to go across to the convenience store and use the bank machine to get some cash, or you weren't going to get anything. Yeah, Uno's not around as much as they were, which is a shame because, like I said, and that's even the Columbus one. Now that I think of it, Jeff, I think I did look them up, And if they're still there, I know they were having problems. People were bitching about the service there or the quality or whatever, and that sucks because yeah, when I went there, this was about 10 years ago, might have been 12 years ago. I went there and man, I just had a great experience. That pizza was so delicious, but now I think there is, but not around here. White Castle got chased out. I don't know what happened with that. We had a couple White Houses here in Akron, and then they just up and left. They were all gone at the same time. It was just, it wasn't like you could go. You went, oh shit, White Castle's is missing, so you go to another one. It was like they were all gone. So I don't know what happened. That was just like our Kroger's. We used to have Kroger's around here, and whatever in the middle of the night, all of a sudden he just disappeared and they all shut down. Whatever Kroger's were left was bought up by I forget who it was at the time. I think Finest maybe was taking them out or whatever. Because we had competition. We used to have Acme's our local brand, and then they had Finest and Giant Eagle, and then moved in. And Giant Eagle's still around. Acme is, but they're not as big as they used to be, and they're more expensive or whatever. They're kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, our Kroger's disappeared. Finest, I think Finest got bought out by Giant Eagle, if I'm not mistaken. I forget how that went. But yeah, that was the big grocery wars, the big grocery wars of Akron. But yeah, them places disappear. Our White Castles disappeared. Because that's what I told Jeff. I was like, I ate went there with my sister one time. I was starving. Went and got a White Castle Crave or whatever it was, Crave Pack or whatever. It's the one with 30 hamburgers. I ate that on my own. I didn't share it or nothing. Yeah, that happened around here too. Is our steak and shakes? I think there's like one left, but yeah, they disappeared too. And you're right. And steak and shake used to be really good. And one of the things is what I liked about steak and shake was I can get a Chicago style hot dog, and they had a hellacious Chicago style hot dog. It was great, and they would pile it up with the toppings, and it was just delicious. And so I used to love that, and their chili was good. And but yeah, they've been disappearing. Yeah, we got Aldi's. We got mostly we got Myers. Uh, yeah, Myers just started moving in. Um, that's where I did a lot of my shopping at. I love Myers. Then I use. No, they're not, Jeff. It's only 30 burgers in there. How the hell are you supposed to share that? um, but right now I use Walmart because I have Walmart Plus or whatever. So I have my deliveries are free, and I think I pay extra for something called Walmart Delivery where I don't even have to tip. They use the Walmart vans or whatever, and so I get so I order. They deliver it at 9 to 1 or 2 to 6, I think it is, and I just get my groceries that way, and I don't have a problem with them. But like I said, the Myers I like because they have some products unique to Myers. And our Giant Eagles are still doing good. Our Acme's, like I said, are not as many locations and they kind of suck. And then we got the Aldi's. Well, I mean, look at me. It's not like I've been starving myself. That's what got me in the medical condition I was in the first place. I don't eat the stuff that I used to. Shoot, I shouldn't even be doing this thing here. I still fight with my doc on it, but like I told him, I said, well, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, which is one of the biggest problems you have with, especially with cardio problems, is the tobacco and all that. And so I have a light nicotine vape I use, which I didn't use for a while, but I don't have anything else to do. It's my only vice. I don't drink. My food now is mostly mostly vegan. I do eat like tuna and chicken, but like I'll eat steak, but I eat vegan steak on my. I make a guacamole bowl with a bunch of vegetables in it. So I eat I eat all that stuff. I don't eat fast food anymore. I don't eat used to eat fast food all the time. So, but I once in a while I'll go get Arthur Treacher's or like I got the other day I got a small Papa John's pizza. I get pizza every couple months, probably about every 3-4 months. Arthur Treacher's, same thing. Get that a couple times, in probably a year's time. So stuff like that. I still will get something occasionally, but I keep it down to the minimum. Now, of course, the holidays was kicking my ass because I was eating, stuffing and turkey and gravy, and I had brisket on for Christmas. Roast on Christmas. I had all the little appetizer foods that you have for the holidays. I don't know if you guys know a thing called a hanky panky, but it's German. It's Danish rye bread, which is cocktail bread with cheese and sausage mixed together, and then you put it on top of the bread, put it in the oven, and put it in there for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, and eat that. And then we had sauerkraut balls, which are, I wouldn't say would be healthy. Yeah, and that's the thing is you got to have a cheat day, because if you sit there and you just constantly eat the healthy stuff all the time, you resent it, and you have to once in a while be able to let your hair down and grab something, and it works for me. It makes me happy, because now the only thing is like the healthier stuff I eat I like, and the only thing is this ain't a recommendation for everybody, because not everybody could do this, but I eat the same thing basically every day. I have my parfait, which is yogurt. I eat granola, but it's only nut granola, and I eat. I get frozen fruits that I put on it, microwave it for about 30 seconds, and then put it on it, and that's what I eat for breakfast. And then I eat guacamole, pico de gallo, queso verde. I use what is it? Jing. Ching something sauce, which is a chili crisp. I put it for flavoring, and I eat that for lunch, and I eat that for dinner, and then there'll be either tuna in it or there'll be chicken in it. So that's basically what I eat every day. So I do it that way because it's easy for me to prepare. I like it, and I don't have to, try to decide what to eat that day. So. And that's where the thing comes at it. A lot of people can't eat the same shit all the time, so. But yeah, I was like that with hamburgers. When I was eating the bad stuff, I could eat hamburgers all day long. So, that's the thing is if it's something I like, I can eat it all the time. So, I always have my friends go, I don't know how the hell you can eat that all the time. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it takes any effort into it. It just if you like it, you eat it. But I've got a friend. She has to eat something different every meal, or she couldn't do that. What I do, but that's just that's just how she's built. Anyways, I've been chatting long enough. See, Lone, you found out about all kinds of good fast food places, restaurants. So I would consider this a win. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I know we went on longer with the chat, but you get me talking about restaurants, I could talk forever. because I like food. I might not eat as much as I did, but I still like it. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, and like I said, that at least finishes up the 7800 collection. It's not that I won't play these games again at some time or whatever, but it's just, and like I said, I'll be adding to it or whatever at the time. And I still want to get to, my Turbo Mini, my Turbo Mini console that I have. I still want to play games off that because that has quite a few games on it and good games too. I also have a NES Mini and a Super NES Mini, and I have my 400 Mini, and the only thing I don't have is Genesis and stuff like that. But hey, Guitar, I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Anyways, everybody, have a good evening, and I don't know if I'll be going tomorrow. I know Jeff's supposed to be doing something tomorrow if he feels better, so I might be doing that. But that's also for anybody that if you like the Switch 2, it's Go Game Go. He has a channel on here. I go to his channel all the time. I want because I like the Switch. I like the Switch 2. But we also every Wednesday we do Mario Kart World. Anybody could play. You just come in and Jeff will have a code up there, or you can ask him and he'll give you the code. You can play against us. A lot of us older guys on there, so if you're young, maybe you beat the shit out of us. Yeah, I'll definitely send you that thing, Lone. No problem. I appreciate you being in here. You too, Jeff. Casey, I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, that's so yeah. Go Game Go. Check him out for any of your Nintendo Switch 2 needs. He covers a lot. He has a podcast. He has all that on there. In television, you got Papa Pete, the old time gamer. He does in television. You got Casey in television gamer. He does it in television. You have DJC. He does in television. I think he does I think he does a bunch of stuff. Turbo, all kinds of stuff. Plus, if you want to be entertained, DJC dresses up in costumes. It's a whole damn sideshow going over there. So it's all good over there. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming here, and I hope y'all have a good day, and I will talk to y'all later. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. Definitely probably Monday. If my Dreamcast stuff comes in, I'll be firing that up and giving it a go. So, but yeah, you'll see me here in a couple days. I'll put a thing up and let you know. All right, I appreciate everybody. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend, and I will talk to you all later.